Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow AdrianCollegeTV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
All my homies spin the block, hit the gas, hit the gas.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Primetime ACHA action at the Arrington Ice Arena. A top 15-ranked women's D1 matchup. It's the Indiana Tech University Warriors and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Herman, joined along, as always, by Tyler Ackerman. Happy to have you all join us here on a nice, cold Thursday evening and right here on ACTV. The Bulldogs had a great weekend last week. They were on the road for 2 games. They were here for 1. Went 3-0 last week. They played the University of Michigan, where they won 6-1. And then, of course, they traveled away to the north part of the state of Michigan. They squared away with Lake Superior State University, a 4-2 win and a 5-1 win. Feeling pretty good going into this contest. It's the first time in quite some time that they've gotten a regulation sweep, not including an overtime game or a shootout. I'm sure that was probably a good feeling for them.
Yeah, we were able to see that game on that Saturday night against the Lakers, and they looked good. They came out with a lot of power right away, scored 2 quick goals, and that's what actually led to win that game as well. But they played great, I would say that for sure.
Well, they're 7-6-2 on the season, number 8 right now in the women's D1 rankings. And the rankings this year, unlike other years, are really, really close right now. It seems like anybody can really beat anybody on any given night.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, all 15 of the ranked teams, and including some that are not even ranked, have a great opportunity to beat anybody for sure.
Well, Bulldogs, though, I mean, you look at their record, they are over 500, but not having the season maybe that they had expected or that they're used to. What are they going to do for the rest of the year, and especially maybe with a win or a sweep over a top 15 team? How would that help them going forward?
I think it started with last weekend with 3 big, huge wins, and it starts again with this weekend. They just have to chip away and continue to impress and get better as the year goes on.
Well, the other good storyline of this, there are 2 former Warriors playing for the Bulldogs here tonight, Sophie Kuzminski and Genesee Williams. You talk about rivalries and old feelings. I'm sure that going into this game, those two ladies are probably looking for a little bit more than just motivation to try and get a win against their old school.
Yeah, it's fun to see some familiar faces, but it's even better when you actually beat them. So I expect for them to play really well and see what they can do out there.
We'll turn our attention over to Indiana Tech right now. 6-8-0 on the season. They're number 13 in the women's D1 rankings. They're coming off of a split with Michigan State University. They lost the first game 2-0, and then they wound up winning the second game 5-1. But the interesting about them is they're averaging 1.36 goals per game. Going against the Bulldogs, how are they going to have to break through in this one here at the Arrington Ice Arena?
I think they're going to have to find some dirty ice areas and try to score, not conventionally, just trying to get a couple of rebounds in maybe. It's not going to be pretty, but that's the way you beat the Bulldogs.
It seems like, too, their goalies really are the backbone of their team right now. Their two starters have a .928 and a .931 save percentage. How much do you think that they're going to have to rely on them here today?
I think they're going to rely heavily on them. We'll see how they play in the defensive zone. I think that's always a very important thing. So, well, this is going to be a good game.
Well, we'll see what happened. We'll step aside just for a couple of seconds as we get the national anthem, starting lineups being read as well. We'll be back with opening puck drop here on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Opening puck drop just moments away. It's the Indiana Tech University Warriors and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all join us here once again at the Arrington Ice Arena for some primetime Thursday night ACHA Women's D1 hockey. Got a good one here for you this evening. Got to talk about these teams a little bit in our pre-show just a few short moments ago. I'm sure both of these squads are very hungry to try and pick up a win in their end of the work week series, playing here today and tomorrow over in Indiana, down in Fort Wayne, and should be a fun one here.
Yeah, especially if Indiana Tech can pull off the upset and get two big wins possibly for them. That would increase their rankings big time too. But for Adrian, it's just business here today and tomorrow. They need these wins for their ranking, and you got to come out with some speed and some resilience for sure.
We'll take our look at our starting goaltenders for this evening for the Warriors. It's going to be Ashton Bartholomew. And for the Bulldogs, it's Riley Jesse Girelli. Down to our right, we'll get 20 minutes up on the score clock. Everybody gathered up at center as we wait for opening puck drop. Puck is dropped. We are underway at the AIA. Warriors will take the opening faceoff as this is lodged in the neutral zone, and a possible early 2-on-1 for the Bulldogs. Sent to the slot. Parent had a chance to try and open up the scoring 10 seconds in, but the puck out of her reach as this settles in the near side corner. Scoville will step off the blue line to try and pitch it forward. No coverage for her. Sent up to the slot. Here's Morris with the wrist shot, and the first save of the day belongs to Ashton Bartholomew.
Talked a little bit about on the pre-show about Williams Kuzminski playing in their game against their old team, and guess what? They're in the starting lineup. So you want to talk about how it means much to them? It's pretty apparent right there.
Morris with the shot glove down and stopped again. Some 31 seconds in. We'll take the face-off in the offensive zone for the Bulldogs. Two good early chances for them. As this is glued towards the board. Bulldogs and Warriors coming together, trying to kick it out. This is taken away, dumped in, ripped around the boards by Gagnon, who will chase after it. Parent trying to exit the zone as, again, locked up on the boards. This will reset to the neutral zone. Pass off the boards from Hardy and over for Scoville, making her approach. Shovels it deep and collected there by Legault. Good move on the forehand, the right-handed shot, number 11, Sylvie Legault will take this in and send it around the boards. Stopped before it was in a shooting position. Now it's Tyler Turnbull, the captain, who will race it up the ice. Off the boards and deep. Robinson going hard after it. Gregory there with support. 2-on-2 again along the boards. Shoveled out of a soft area. Nickel with a good play off her skate to keep it in. Turnbull heading after it, trying to work it free. Slaps it away as this pinball's around. Will scrape over the blue line, and taking it is Bailey Allen. This is dumped in. Jessie Girelli out of her cage. Faked the stoppage with the forehand and left it for a defenseman. Cross-ice feed. Now vertically upwards for Stitt. Gets caught up quickly. A good stick check from Hallie Murray, who got to that puck in a hurry. Murray to the middle. Quick shot from the slot. The rebound right there. 2 saves from Girelli. The follow-up, and they score. 3 shots in succession, and the Warriors strike early. It's 1-0.
Talked about how they're going to be able to score a goal in the pre-show, and we said it was going to be the dirty areas. And this one, it was in front of the net for a little bit and home, and then it goes right out to the point, and Jessie Girelli just not able to see that puck. A couple of screens in front of her, and Indiana Tech comes up with a 1-0 lead to start.
3 shots from a high danger area. As this is sent around the boards, Indiana Tech will lead in the opening couple of minutes. Sent to the slot. Roths with a couple of stick handling moves, gets through, but denied the zone entry. Sachel's going to have to race back to try and win the foot race with Grenier. Off the boards was Wiltshire. We'll head back to the bench for a change. Hardy tries to go up and out and is stopped before she could exit. Pitching in is Haggart. Here come the Warriors again, 2-on-2 developing. Good move getting around. That was Gagnon. Looks for the wrap, circles around the zone, goes to the top of the point for Hardy as she swings it back down low. Roths pitches it forward. Along the wall, it's Young. And a wrist shot just sails wide. Sachel lost it in between feet of her teammate there. Also didn't know where it was. I believe that was Brenna Ward. Long drive from the point, gets around the glove of Jessie Girelli. There's some speed from Haggart. Makes to the left wing, now cuts to the middle, and the Bulldogs off sides. Take a whistle with 16:03 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 our score so far. Seems like the Bulldogs having a little bit of a flat-footed start to begin this game, trying to find their rhythm as we're just about 4 minutes in.
Yeah, they had 2 quick shots to begin the game, and then ever since it's been all Indiana Tech. The Bulldogs struggling just to get out of their own zone and a clean breakout.
Pitch down low, sent through the neutral zone. Morris will head back quickly. No icing as it's waved off. Scoville collects on the near side wall. Kuzmensky sending it up ahead, intended for Parents, as it pinballed off a skate. Takeaway from Scoville, keeps it in on the line, looking for a shot, sends it towards the net, that one wide. Parent with the follow-up on a sharp angle, it's kept out. Far side, it's Robinson. Takes a shoulder to the back from Terpstra. Breaks out for Turnbull, crossed up horizontally. Poking it free is Scoville. And this is sent all the way out of the zone. Paddle down is Jesse Girelli. Morris will pick up the pieces and lead the rush. Morris connecting with a speeding Gregory in hot pursuit, but it's poked off her stick just as she got over the blue line. Outlet feed over for Gregory, was going for a change. Otherwise would have had some space to upright. This is flipped over the heads of everyone. Brenna Ward, last player back, blind backhand pass over for Williams, who dances through the legs of Rogers. Off the boards, Episcopo will play it ahead. So hit the outside of the apron. Episcopo will start behind her own net. Breakout pass. Doesn't find a stick, and again, Ward will have to skate back to retrieve it. Her pass off-centered. Crossed up in the neutral zone. Taking it ahead is Allen. Able to find some room around Williams. And Jesse Girelli with the glove save. She'll hold on. 13:41 left to go.
One thing I noticed right away is how Indiana Tech is in their D zone. The points are wide open for the Bulldogs. We saw those quick 2 shots to begin the game from Morris. Ever since that, the Bulldogs have not used their defensemen in the offensive zone, and Indiana Tech is just suffocating right in the middle of the slot, cleaning up the house really well.
It's interesting, too. You look at the benches. Bulldogs a little bit deeper in numbers than Indiana Tech, and you wonder at what point does that start to play a factor in this game. And I guess we'll have to find out as we continue on.
And especially with the 1-goal lead, they can kind of play a little bit more relaxed and kind of let the Bulldogs come to them if they don't have full possession going into the zone.
Rotz finds her D partner in Sachel, who looks to gain the red line. Is able to do so, but the Bulldogs touch it up off sides. I'll take our draw in the neutral zone. 13:11 left to go here in the first.
Yeah, right now the Bulldogs just not able to complete a streak of passes. It's kind of been just one and done, and not a lot of O-zone pressure either.
On possession, Episcopo has the lone goal of today so far, her second of the season. Sent around the dasher for Rotz. Gets met by a Warrior body. Now Rotz again, dancing her way through. And the Bulldogs again, off sides. Can't find a way to cleanly enter the zone here, as they've gotten caught 2 or 3 times now.
It's been a little bit of a struggle to start off this game. I think they just need to get a little bit more relaxed. I think when you get scored on right away, it kind of jumps you a little bit. They just need to settle down.
Taking it back is Terpstra. Whips it around the boards. Stopped up top by Kuzmensky, who will backhand it free. Williams being pressured, stays on it. A good move, shooting, and a blocker save by Berthiaume. This is rainbowed high in the air. Morris protecting the puck there. Unintentionally made a hit on Gagnon. Turnbull will keep it in. Quickly stolen and off to the races is Hardy. Seen a couple of good shifts from her thus far in this game. A steal and some speed for Robinson. Backhands it through traffic and snagging it with the glove. That's Berthiaume again.
Yeah, that was an original pass, but it went off of an Indiana Tech stick at the netminder. Luckily, she was able to track that one down to her glove to make the save.
Offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. Looking to generate some offense and tie this game up. It's scored on the third shot. Here's Turnbull in tight, plays it through, and it's blocked by a shin pad in front. Gregory looked like she almost tripped somebody there. Robinson all alone as she gets to it underneath the red line, sending it towards the front, intended for Turnbull. And this will get over the line, forcing Sierra Roths to reset. She's lashed into the zone. Murray had it on the boards and lost it. Stitt takes a swipe at it and doesn't come up with it either. Played through the slot. Puck looking for Avery Johnson. Does not make it to her. Stitt will turn on the gas. She plays it for Wiltshire and goes down low. Legault, first one to it. Two-on-one. Here's Rogers to the slot. No backhand chance there for Gagnon, though she had some room for a moment. Legault with a point drive that gets blocked wide. Wraparound chance here from a tight area. Jesse Girelli with the pad save. The follow-up in the crease and covering it is Jesse Girelli once again. Bulldogs having a lot of trouble on top of that crease.
Yeah, there was a good opportunity there from Gagnon, just all by herself in that backdoor play, but Jesse Girelli able to make the pad save and eventually comes back to her, and she's able to glove that one down. Dangerous chance there. The Bulldogs only had one player in front of the net to Indiana Tech's two.
Off the face-off, one cleanly as it's broken free for Valentina Young, who goes off the boards and low. Tries to make her way around Episcopo, was tied up there with the stick. A backhand from a low area, does not go. Up top for Morris, lets it fly. It's patted out by Berthium. 2-on-2. Warriors looking to advance. Stopped on the line. Morris will get a stick check in the near side corner. Out for Morris. Up ahead is Hubbard. And a dump in from Valentina Young gets through the legs of Gilmore as she will play it. There's Gilmore taking it herself. Takes a shot after the whistle. Warriors were offsides. 9:31 left to go here in the first period. Indiana Tech and Adrian College on a Thursday night. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman, happy to have you all join us here at the Arrington Ice Arena, and of course, right here on ACTV, home of Bulldog hockey. Up free for Parents. Rims it around the boards. Arm is going to go up here, and Warriors likely will head to the power play for the first time tonight.
Looks like it was Kuminski going to the box for a trip. It's right in front of the referee, so nice and easy call. Indiana Tech trying to double their lead now on the power play.
Stay connected with all the action by following at Adrian College TV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at Adrian College TV today. Warriors to the power play for the first time tonight. We'll go 5-on-4 with the player advantage. Bulldogs still trailing by a goal. So we're over the halfway point in the first period. Up at the blue line, taking it is Gagnon with a look. Will receive a pass right back as she holds the blue line. Goes across and receives it once again. Had to quickly get rid of it. Gagnon again with another good keep on that right point. Sent to the slot, covered up by Jesse Girelli. They take a stab at her, and Turnbull gives a shot right back to Whittink.
What I like about that power play is how quickly they're moving the puck. is you see that the Bulldogs have a lot of aggressive on the top part of their penalty kill, and how to beat that is moving the puck quickly and trying to open up lanes, and that's exactly what they did. That led to the chance in front of the net.
So swiped through traffic and rolled over the stick of Rogers. As it's pitched out, Gregory will fire it in deep and kill some time off the clock. Will chase after it, trailing right behind Murray. Legault slides it forwards, as being forced into the wall is Rogers. And it's Young who's able to clear the zone and get it out. 50 seconds left. It's on the 5-on-4. As the Warriors looking to break into the offensive zone. Scoville is locked up on the boards. Puck is poked free and sent around the high glass. Stopping it on her forehand is Murray. Getting right to it is Scoville. Trying to clear the zone. She's able to do it, but not all the way down. Gregory gets spun around in a circle. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Murray at center ice will hold the right wing and skate her way in. Morris gets it and sends it all the way down. Gregory went for a change, would have been able to get to a free puck had she had the gas she needed in the tank. Kuzbel looking to make her way through. Wittink on the possession. Off the boards and up top, outside hash mark. Sent down low underneath the red line. Terpstra handles, fires, and a shoulder shrug save from Jessie Girelli. She'll keep that one out. Really split a sea of bodies in front. Don't know if she saw it the entire way.
And she definitely didn't. She reacted at that last second, was able to get her shoulder on it.
Robinson will carry, using her speed. Goes down low, sends it on net, kicked out by Berthiaume. Rogers trying to find Allen ahead. This will be icing, as we'll stop with 5:51 left to go in the first period. Still a 1-0 game in favor of Indiana Tech. Ashley Episcopo with the lone goal so far.
We haven't seen much offensive zone time for the Bulldogs at all. It's been kind of just a one-and-done situation. They come in, take a shot, and the rebound they're not able to collect. So
Rotz with a drive, deflected into the protective netting, and though the shots are 8-8, neither team really holding on to possession for too long in the O zone. It's really just a lot of puck slapping going around, and could just be at the end of the week. Everyone's a little bit tired.
Yeah, you got to collect your rebounds too, though. Both defense are doing great on collecting rebounds, but the forwards got to get to those pucks after the shots on net.
Sachel with a shot, gets blocked by the back of the shin of Hallie Murray. Sachel again will keep it in and rope it forward. Sachel with a lifting backhand off the high glass. Will stay in the O zone. Slapped 4 in front of the crease. Backhand pass as it's left for Williams, the former Warrior. Stitt's going to get called here, I think, either for a hook or a trip. And it is a hooking call. Warriors will go back to the power play for the second time in this first period. No dice on their first attempt. We'll see if they can make any adjustments on the second one.
Yeah, they had a couple of good attempts, but just weren't able to get past Jessie Girelli. Stand on her head on a few of them.
Gregory with a takeaway, tries to get around Gilmore, but is denied. Sent back deep, turning is Morris. She's able to send it all the way down. A good clear from number 81. Forehand sweep from Berthium. D-to-D pass and a point drive. Gets through traffic, but it settles wide. Locked up on the corner. They're going to blow the whistle here as it was a dead puck.
It's good for the Bulldogs. Just wasted about 15 to 30 seconds in the corner. Puck just not able to get out, and you get a whistle out of it too. So now you have an opportunity to win the face-off and then clear the puck again like you did earlier in this power play.
Offensive zone win off the face-off for Indiana Tech, and they're able to clear it down. This is broken out for Green. Sending it up ahead. Takeaway. As I think this hit the protective netting, so we'll take a stoppage.
You would have loved if that had the protective netting and you're able to clear the puck, but now instead goes back into your own zone and you're asked to win another face-off for another clear.
Warriors can't get off the circle as it's sent for Nickel. Gets us all the way the length of the ice, and out of her crease is Berthium. We'll leave it for Gagnon as she's got 33 seconds left on the second power play of the evening. Tied on the corner, shot from the outside, that goes wide. To the top, knocked off the glass. Ward will retrieve it in the corner. Trying to get it out of the zone. Bulldogs spent a lot of time in the D zone as Stitt gets out of the box. There's a point shot again off target to the left of Jesse Girelli. Breakout feed for Parents with 2:42 left to go. Stabbed for Nickel. Breaking it for Young as it's taken away from her. Terpstra will dump it down low. Jesse Girelli to stop it. Nickel around the boards. Top of the face-off circle, now to the neutral zone. Young is able to dump it down low. Terpstra lost it behind the net. Here's a chance for Young as it's taken away from her. Sachel racing towards it, keeps it in, lets a wrist shot go, deflected in front. Looked like it might have had eyes for a second off the awkward bounce. Rotz to the center ice logo, taken away from her. She sent it on nets. Young to Haggard, who rotates down low. A backhand through traffic is deflected away. Young, a long shift, heads to the slot. Again, poked off her stick. Bulldogs just need to start shooting the puck. Plenty of opportunities for them. As taking it the other way is Rogers. Makes her way to the net. A nice back check from Dylan Hubbard. Haggard stops on a dime and caresses it underneath the red line. Swings it around the boards. Doesn't get out as it's slap-shotted to the opposite side corner. Sachel goes around the way for Wiltshire. Lost it in her feet up to the left blue line. Snapshot goes wide. Wiltshire pokes it free. Takes a hit, makes her way around and is looking for the breakaway opportunity. This is going to be icing with 38 seconds left to go in the first period. Maybe a couple of extra chances towards the end of the frame for the Bulldogs.
One thing I've also noticed is I think Williams is playing on 2 different lines. She's doing double shifts. She's playing with this Wiltshire and Stitt line, but she's also playing with the Kuzminski on her line as well.
Morris with a shot blockered away by Berthium. Around the boards, now 30 seconds left. Wiltshire interferes on the wall as it's rolled up to the point. Stitt was pressured 3-on-1 there. Didn't have a whole lot of space to make a play. Here's Gagnon with a shot blocked by Morris. Will get her own rebound. 10 left. Up to the top of the blue line. Trying to get it out of the Bulldogs. Long distance shot if they can make it work. Williams doesn't have it. And the horn will sound. That's the end of the first period. Through 20 minutes of play, Bulldogs trailing 1-0 against Indiana Tech. Really just a slow period on both sides, to be honest with you. I think everybody's just trying to find their footing, and Bulldogs got to come up with some kind of game plan going forward if they're going to look to tie and ultimately win this one.
Yeah, what was working for them was working at low to high. Those defense had a lot of time and space to be able to get shots on net. You saw Morris fire a couple more in those later minutes of that first period, and I think that's going to be the game plan because Indiana Tech's really swarming up the middle of the ice, and the passes going into the slot aren't really working as of the moment. But what really needs to happen for Adrian is to be able to get out of their own zone. They're throwing it to the wall, and they're losing those puck battles, those 50-50s by the blue line, and that's what's really hurting them so far in this first period.
Well, the lone goal in this one belonging to Ashley Episcopo. That tally coming from Avery Johnson and Allison Green at 2:20 in the first period. That's the only scoring that we have through 20 minutes. Bulldogs need 1 to catch up, a very reasonable number. We'll see what we have in store in the second period. We'll take a step aside for the first period intermission. Zamboni will come on the ice and give us a resurfacing, but we'll be back in a few. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman, don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. 20 minutes gone in this Thursday night ACHA Women's D1 matchup. It's the Indiana Tech University Warriors and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV. Look at our first period recap. 1-0 our score for those of you just tuning in. The only goal belonging to Indiana Tech at 2:20 in the first frame. That was Ashley Episcopo, her second of the season, assisted by Avery Johnson and Allison Green. 2 penalties for the Bulldogs. Sophie Kuzmensky for tripping, Ashlyn Stitt for hooking. Both of those penalties were successfully killed off. So we remain at 1-0 heading into the second period. It kind of was a slow start on both sides. I imagine there's going to be a lot more energy heading into the second period.
Oh, 100%, especially from the Bulldogs. You're down by 1. You need to have some type of life going into the second period because you're down. You didn't think you were going to be down in this situation or be in this situation at all, and you find yourselves down 1-0. You got 40 minutes to score at least one. You would love to, and stop Indiana Tech from making more of their lead.
Where do you feel like the Bulldogs could potentially improve on in their offensive game that might help them turn the tide here on the scoreboard?
I think it starts in the D zone with their breakout passes. They've been kind of missing those or just not winning the 50-50 battles on the wall. And then that neutral zone is really what's killing them so far throughout this game. Indiana Tech is doing a great job of staying sound and being able to take this puck off of the Bulldogs stick right away and go the other way. So it might have to be a couple of dumps, or if you have the space, take it and use it for your advantage.
Well, we'll get 20 minutes back up on the score clock. Everybody gathered at center. Puck is dropped and we'll resume play here at the AIA. The Bulldogs take the opening face-off. Morris, first to it, sends a pass up ice for Parents as she breaks in to the zone. Kuzmensky heading towards the slot. There's a shot, broken up before it ever reached the net. Bulldogs trying to tie this game up as fast as possible. Here in the second period. Spinning is Williams as she takes a shot that also was deflected. It's a trip on the play. Parent lost her footing there. Either got a blade to the feet. Looked like she got tripped. Not sure how there wasn't a call there. Up ahead for Turnbull. Gets over the line. Lets a shot go. That one whistles wide. Had some eyes on it. Robinson will cover for Nickel as they'll now change places. Turnbull steps in. Will get out of the zone. Ward takes a look over her left shoulder. Now her right. The backhand pass to her D partner and Nadia Nickel. Bounce pass off the boards, fanned on. Here's a chance for the Warriors. That shot from Gagnon gets blocked. Good awareness from Nadia Nickel to step in the way of that one. Ward off the boards. Gregory also coming up empty-handed on her forwarding attempt. Here's Gilmore to the slot. A backhand through traffic. Gets around everybody in front. It's pitched out all the way down the ice. No icing on the play. Stitt gets to it. Robinson looking for some space to operate. It's stopped on the boards. Everybody entangled there as a puck battle on the wall ensues. Both sides trying to dig it out. Finally, it's free. Robinson slaps for it. Still on the wall. And now it's Gagnon who will rip it up the boards. Rotz with a shot. Stick save made by Berthium. And left underneath the red line. Gilmore up and off the boards. Another point drive from Rotz gets blocked. Wiltshire is able to chomp it down low as it settles for Legel. Outside hash mark. Picked up by Wiltshire. Sachel trying to fight for it. Wrist shot gets blocked. A follow-up from Stitt. Rebound right there. Nobody could pick it up. Good chance for the Bulldogs, but they can't cash in. Couple of good scoring opportunities here early on in the second period for Adrian College. Trying to tie this game up at one apiece. Wiltshire takes ice, finds Williams. She'll cut left to right, sending it to the slot. Shot there, gets sticked away. The follow-up from Sachel. Arm is up. This is going to draw a call. Likely either body contact or interference. The Bulldogs will get a chance now on the power play.
Yeah, I think you're right on the body checking call. It was right when Shire had that opportunity in front of the net from the pass from Williams. And now the Bulldogs go on the power play. They've looked great throughout the first 3 minutes of this second period. A total switch from what we saw in the first. It's been all Bulldogs so far here throughout the second period.
Warriors trying to clear it out. It's kept in by the stick of Robinson as she takes a look. Heading downhill. There's a shot. The rebound. It's blocked. Loose. Robinson. Oh, it stays out. What a defensive play in front of the net. Haley Terpstra with the extended stick, and how did that one stay out? Wide open net for Robinson, was spinning in the process and flying from nowhere. Haley Terpstra is able to keep this a 1-goal game. Williams on the perimeter, distributes to Robinson and gets the puck right back. Robinson fires through traffic, loose again on top of the paint. It's covered up, and the whistle with 15:53 left to go in the second.
Bulldogs putting all the pressure in the world on this power play in that first unit. I still can't believe how Robinson was not able to hammer that one home. Out of all the Bulldogs, I think so far that Robinson has looked the greatest. She's used her speed especially well in that first period, and that chance for her has been the icing on the cake, but she's not able to get it through.
Scoville steps up to make the play. Morris with a wrister, that one wide to the glove of Berthium. Bulldogs still on the power play for the next minute. Morris looking for a drive again, dishes for Scoville, lets it go over the blocker and down low. This is wrapped around the boards, and getting to it first are the Warriors. They're able to clear it down. Morris is able to find Kuzminski, who shifts into gear. This is chopped out to the neutral zone. Hubbard has to turn on it quickly. Morris will backpedal and advance it forward. Kuzminski at the center ice red line, dished for Scoville. Will take some space. Walks on the perimeter, circling the zone. No opportunity for her to let one fly. 5 seconds left in the 5-on-4. A number of good chances for the Bulldogs, but they come up empty-handed as the penalty is killed off, and out of the box is Ashley Episcopo. Hubbard with a backhand. Sachel gaining traction. Will lift it in. Green has it. There's a soft area pass that gets tipped off the stick. It's cleared out of the zone, and going to retrieve it is Sierra Rotz. Turns quickly, arm is up. No doubt about this one. This is going to be another penalty against the Warriors. Bulldogs with another good chance to get tied up here on their second power play of the evening, a tripping call. Will go against Haley Grenier.
Bulldogs in those 2 minutes, they might have not scored, but the momentum switch for sure. It was all Bulldogs with a possession and a couple of great chances from this exact power play line that is out right now.
Face-off won by the Bulldogs. Nickel with a shot that's off the back of the leg of Gregory. Some friendly fire there. Up to the top of the dot, stepping in. Robinson lets it go off the post. It stays out. It's still there. Puck is loose, and it's covered up. Robinson coming so close again.
She just can't buy one right now. It's an awesome shot. She was able to walk in, and she was looking to pick her corner, and you could see on the replay that one off the post, off of the back of the goaltender, and then havoc in front of the net. Gregory right there, but not able to hit it home.
Nickel across, deflected in front in the slot. It's loose, and they whistle it down for a hand pass. I didn't see it touch anybody's glove. We'll reset on the face-off here. 24 seconds gone in the 5-on-4. Williams and Murray in the face-off. Williams wins it back. Nickel with a wrist shot. Gets through. Off the pad. It's loose. They try and stuff it in. Bulldogs score!
Hey, off the face-off. Good win from Williams. And the shot from Nickel creates absolute havoc in front of the net. We got 3 Bulldogs surrounding it. I think Wiltshire's the one that put it in, but Williams was right there too. And the Bulldogs had all the pressure in the world in the first power play, but it takes it to the second power play to find this game tied.
Adrian College gets the equalizer, and a big goal for them as we're tied up at 1 apiece. This is deflected into the bench area. Stopped before it took anybody out. We'll get our face-off back at center ice again. I think it was the goaltender, Berthium, who tried to play it back into herself to try and cover it. And there were too many sticks in the lane that eventually poked it away from her. And the Bulldogs cash in. That's what happens when you go to the net. Simple concept, right? But when you drive that net front hard, typically good things will happen.
And I think it was Robinson also that got that tip on the original shot too, which caused that one to go off the pad.
Morris with a head feed, trying to find Parents, but it jumped over her stick at the last second. Terpstra carving up the ice. Will take the center lane, now rotates to the left, tries to shovel it into the slot. Take away from Haggard, goes around the boards. Young is there to find it, but it's stolen from her by Kuzbul. Now the Bulldogs take open ice. Haggard over the blue line. The right-handed shot works to her backhand. It's swung around for Hubbard. Long shot in between the legs. Diving on top of it is Berthium. Sticking to it like pink fluff with 12-16 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are really working those points now. And a shot from Nickel for the goal, and then that last one from Ward was tipped in front of the net as well. I think that's what they got to do to continue on with the pressure.
Off the boards, going down low. There's good pressure along the wall. Bulldogs trying to gain possession. Williams. Or that was Valentina Young. Tried to send that around. Haggard in the slot. Plays it for Hubbard, who wasn't ready for it. Nickel will retrieve it. Backhand pass to the blue line, and it's dumped in by the Warriors. There's a slap shot from way downtown, sticked away. Hardy with the release. Jesse Girelli with the save. Another follow-up chance. It is whistled wide. Young trying to penetrate her way through. Haggard will turn on the speed and go one-on-one with Legault. As it's broken free for Gagnon. There's a takeaway, and arm is going to go up. And the Bulldogs again will head to the penalty kill. Third time tonight here. Another big opportunity for the Warriors.
Yeah, especially with it being all Bulldogs so far throughout this second period. I think that was Jess Cirelli's first shot on net that she saw throughout this second. But Indiana Tech now trying to gain back the lead here on the power play.
Sachel is able to take this away and clear it out. Kills some time off. Nice play from Wiltshire. She gets to this puck, racing in short-handed, but it slid off her stick before she could shoot. At the red line, it's broken free for Widdink. Passes off target, and this is icing against Indiana Tech. A power play icing, I should say. Not one that you want to give up, but 10:43 left to go in the second period. Minute 33 left in the 5-on-4.
And the only reason why they iced that puck was from the forward check from Williams and Wiltshire, causing that turnover on the icing.
Turnbull to Robinson, up top for Scoville. Takes a look, deflected in front, it's wide. Turnbull with Gagnon in the corner. Gets free and taken down. Robinson will skate this all the way around the zone. Stops on the boards. And back up the wall. Scoville trying to throw it deep. 2-on-1 now for the Warriors. Gagnon makes her way in. Stick save made by Jesse Girelli. Adrian College again able to clear it down. playing the last 45 seconds in the offensive zone, though they were down by a skater. Still have to kill off the next 42 seconds. Green across. There's a shot from up top. Shouldered away by Jessie Girelli. Had to juggle the bouncing puck in between her equipment. Slap shot, that one high and wide. A good look, though, from Avery Johnson to try and tee it up. Young is able to clear it down. 20 seconds left. Gregory using all of her speed to try and find it. Here's Green to the right wing. It's pressured by Nickel, a stick lift. He's able to get the puck away from her. Bulldogs killing off the 5-on-4 once again. 3 for 3 on the PK today. Shot sticked away by Jessie Girelli. Up to the top, Rogers sends it down low. Nickel trying to make her way around. Young will head downhill. Pulls it for Parent. Lets a shot go. Blockered away by Berthium. Sachel in the slot. Lets it fly, and it's wide. Ward steps in off the blue. That shot from a sharp angle off the pad. Williams with the puck in between her feet. Now a takeaway from Allen. Grenier. Pressured by Sachel, bumped off the puck. Ward will open it up for Sachel. Short feed for Kuzminski and a long pass up ahead for Williams. Had some difficulty playing it. Rotz will try and poke it free. She's able to do so. Looked like a Warrior may have jumped the bench a little early, but I don't think the officials saw it. Now it's Turnbull who tries the jump deke to get around. Stopped on the board, sent out. We'll go all the way down for icing with 7:30 left to go in the second period. Don't just dream about college, experience it. Bulldog One gives future Bulldogs a full day on campus with tours, receptions, and more. Register now at www.adrian.edu/admissions/visit campus/Bulldog 101. Up to the blue line. There's a long shot. Sticked away by Berthium. Up to the point again. Sachel. Her wrist shot. Glove down by Berthium, who made that stop way outside of the crease. Probably could have let it go wide, but never a bad choice to get the whistle.
Yeah, especially with the bench being so short for Indiana Tech. Any whistle for a change especially helps them out, especially in the second period, too. You got that long change and how the Bulldogs have been rolling. It's been a lot of time in their defensive zone for Indiana Tech, so I bet you they are very tired.
Adrian College definitely doing a lot better job at creating offense in the O-zone. Shots are 19-9. Indiana Tech only with one shot this period. With 6:44 left to go in the second. Off the boards and down, tipped off the stick of Scoville. It's deflected, and Jessie Girelli covered it, but it was never fully in her glove. But quick whistle gets awarded to the yellow, black, and white. You see a good shot there of some of the crowd up in the Wild Cafe and Eatery, one of the premier destinations to watch all Bulldog hockey events. This is lost in 3 sets of feet as it's scooped up by Gagnon. Ward goes across for Nickel. Claps it off the board. Stitt to Williams, who can't hold it. Gagnon gets around Nickel and She'll use the shoulder strategically to create some space from the puck. Ward escorts it to the boards, and it's sent down the ice. Sylvie Legault with a chance on net. Her high rising shot over the blocker of Jesse Girelli. Hubbard in her own zone, trying to break it out. Karis Widdink is shadowed by Hubbard. Now it's sent across for Hardy. So slid around for Nickel, who's I feel like has been out there for a long extended shift. Sent ahead for Young. And the Bulldogs offside. Haggard was too far ahead of the play.
And I noticed that the Bulldogs are doing really well in this period is when that puck is dumped in from Indiana Tech, their defense are doing a reverse play, and Indiana Tech puts all three of their forwards onto one side. So once the Bulldogs reverse that puck, it's a quick up and out, and that's what's solving their breakout issues that they had in the first period.
All by herself is Hallie Murray. She takes some room down low. Sachel doing her great job at stopping any offensive efforts. Episcopo's wrist shot gets deflected. Sent to the slot. Off the high glass. It will carry out. Young almost skated away with it. Murray will swing it back deep. Roth's off the boards. Hubbard ahead for Haggard. There's a long change there for Indiana Tech. Roths will turn on it and send it up the wall, fresh off the bench. Taking it as Turnbull, long pass that gets intercepted by Episcopo. 3:37 left to go here in the second period. Still tied up at 1 apiece. This is dumped in deep. Bulldogs looking to find some offense late here in the second. This is rotated around the boards and sent back right where it came from. Up top, Morris gets a pass, lets it go, and it's just wide. Fighting for it, paddle down, good save by Berthium. Morris with a wrist shot. Wiltshire scanning. Saucer pass to the left blue. Scoville crosses for Morris, deflected through the legs. Wiltshire with a crafty play. Kuzminski handling at the left face-off circle. A give and go down low as it's sent off the apron of the net. Now back up top. Scoville has to step in to poke it free. Bulldogs still on possession. Morris with a good look. Off for Kuzminski. Tried to slap it too quickly, and it's off for Blade. This will carry out of the zone. Scoville for Morris. Not allowing for the Warriors to change, but this will get a whistle, and 1:57 left to go in the second period.
And definitely tell the difference between the second period and the first period for the Bulldogs play, especially in the offensive zone and collecting those rebounds when they're there. We had all three Bulldogs down low, picking up the rebounds, bringing it back up top for another shot, and it's been working like clockwork for them so far in the second.
Ward is going to go into reverse as Whiddink will carry this in. Parent pokes it free. Out of the right point, it's Gilmore. Looked to take a shot, but it was off her stick. Young racing ahead for it. Gets stopped on the stanchion in between the benches. Taking her time is number 45, Brian Ward. Able to find a pass to Chloe Gregory. Gregory spun around as she was fighting for the puck. Fought for in front of the Bulldog bench as everybody looking down. .20 seconds left. Airmailed into the corner. Sachel with some pressure behind her. That was Avery Johnson. And the stretch feed for Hubbard does not connect. Hubbard knocks it loose. Sending it around the boards. That's Terpstra to the slot. Maybe one more shot for Sachel. Was off balance and could never make it happen. And that'll close it out for the second period. Bulldogs are able to even up the score at 1-1. But we're still tied with no leader heading into the third period. Definitely a better second period than the first for Adrian College.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. They really control the puck basically the whole entire second period there, all in the offensive zone. It just one goal comes on the second power play that they had. A lot of chances, it's not able to find the back of the net.
Penalties definitely have made their way into this game. Bulldogs in the first period taking 2, a third here in the second, and of course one of the goals for Adrian College on the power play, so both teams I'm sure will likely need to try and stay out of the box for this third period.
Especially in a close game like this, you can't afford to give up a power play opportunity for the other team, especially if you're Indiana Tech. You just had a tough period, and especially with the goal on the power play that you let up, you can't allow them to get back on the power play when they've been able to control the puck, and really that's what's been working for them so far in this game.
Well, Bulldogs get a goal back, but they're also playing some pretty solid defense. The first period, they gave up 8 shots. The second period, they only gave up 2. So clearly some of the adjustments that they were making have been working.
Yeah, they've been able to move the puck really well in the D zone. Indiana Tech's been dumping it in, and it's been quick breakout right away. So it's more on the great adjustments from Adrian College, and Indiana Tech's going to have to find a way to have some type of zone pressure. They had a power play, and that's really it. They had spent most of the time actually in their defensive zone on that power play too.
We were talking about it a little bit earlier in the game, but maybe that second period was more so they're short on legs, and it might be starting to catch up to them. And we talked about it a bit in the pre-show too, only about 1.6 goals averaging per game. So starting to see where if you have a couple of extra skaters like the Bulldogs do, it might be in your favor.
Yeah, especially in the way that the Bulldogs were able to control that offensive zone pressure. It really just tires out the Warriors, and with that short bench and the long change in that second, that's why maybe that was a result of what you saw out there.
Well, 1-1 our score after 40 minutes of play. We still have 20 minutes of regulation left. 2 goals in this game, each belonging to one team. 1-1 our score. After 40 minutes, Indiana Tech and Adrian College. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman will step aside for the second period intermission. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the third. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty to student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena through 40 minutes here on this Thursday night in Michigan. Indiana Tech and Adrian College right here on ACTV. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here at the AIA. 1-1 our score as we head to the third and final frame of regulation. This has been a tight one since opening puck drop. Not a lot of space for either team to operate very much, and the scoreboard shows it as such.
Yeah, it's a great match so far, and I'm really excited to see what this third period brings, especially with the pressure that the Bulldogs brought in that second period. I hope that they're able to continue that into the third.
Well, they definitely did a lot better of a job than they did in the first, as we were talking about towards the end of the second period intermission, but they got to keep it going and find more pucks on net, and hopefully the back of the net too.
Yeah, if you're Indiana Tech, you're happy with the result that you got out of that first period. Not so happy about the second, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do here in the third and the adjustments as well, especially with the way that the Bulldogs were able to handle their forecheck in that second period.
Shots right now 23-10 in favor of Adrian College. Likely will try and generate some more as both teams with the ceremonious stick taps on the bench. We'll get 20 minutes back on the score clock. Everybody at center, puck is dropped, and we'll resume play right here at the AIA. Episcopo will send this hard through the neutral zone, and it's quickly picked up. That shot sticked away by Jesse Girelli. Poked free. Gregory with some space. 2-on-1. Robinson to her left. This is sent over, and a pad save made. Might have been the blade of the stick from Robinson that hit the pillows, but that puck staying out. Easy stick save there on the other end for Jessie Girelli as she shoveled it aside. Back and forth we go early on in this third period. This is all the way down for icing, and 45 seconds in, we'll take our first whistle.
Some quick action through the first 45 through. Fortunately for Gregory, she was just not able to get that puck in time in order to have a good chance on that 2-on-1, as it was kind of out of her reach that she had to skate to kind of the corner, but still able to generate a backdoor play.
Up ahead, poked for Robinson. She'll use her speed to wave off the icing herself. Goes 1-on-2 in the far side corner. Opens up with the edge work. Flip down low. Will quickly vacate the zone. And it's sent back in. Wiltshire heading in on net. Dropped back for Stitt. Puck is covered up. And sitting on top of it, like Clifford the Big Red Dog, is Ashton Berthium with 18:43 left to go in the third period.
And Indiana Tech does a great job of working back to the puck, especially if they turn it over on the blue line like they did. All five Indiana Tech Warriors were able to get back there and disrupt the play.
Will be sent out. Nickel with the one-touch pass for Wiltshire, who tries to find Williams, but it's back behind her. Williams with the 180 pivot sends it over for Williams. Nickel tipped in front. The rebound right there for Stitt. Needed a little bit extra muscle. Try and stuff it in the back of the net. Sydney Haggart on the left wing. Backhands, trying to find that top bar down goal. Almost got it there. Needed to be a little bit lower, but Good effort from the freshman. Sierra Rotz walking around, turns on it, doesn't let it go, and drops it back to the point. Sachel off to the wing, and Kuzminski right back for Sachel, lets it go, and it's blocked in the slot. Warriors doing a great job today at having bodies in front of the slot. As this is free, Kuzminski will knife it away and backhand it back. Jessie Girelli lost her stick there on the play, and somebody helped her out by putting it back in her hands. Puck off pad as it's ahead for Kuzminski, who goes down to one knee to try and poke it. This is Young, who takes a shoulder right to the face mask. And Daphne Gagnon there to get it. Leaves it for Gilmore, who takes the space. Turnbull. Back for Morris. Now it's Scoville. Will turn on the Jets. Has coverage from Robinson, who will get to it on the left boards. Lost it as she opened up. Gregory pushed into the wall. Up top for Scoville. Cross for Morris. Wrist shot. Blockered away. The rebound for Turnbull. She'll send it on net. It's covered. And the whistle for Indiana Tech.
And through this first 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Bulldogs getting a lot of shots on net. And those rebounds are there if they're able to hammer them home. But as you mentioned earlier, Indiana Tech doing a great job of being able to clog up the middle and going back to the house to collect those rebounds or block those second shots and those second opportunities.
Turnbull for Robinson, lets a shot go. It's blocked. Legault at the bottom will send it out. Morris will get it at center ice. It's off the stick of Gregory. And now it's possessed by Turnbull. Cuts in and jackknifed away from her. Whittink will take the line. Legault shoots, and that one wide. Good look towards the net. Bulldogs in full retreat there. This is spun out of the zone, kicked for a second. Fed cross ice for Stitt. It'll take a big bounce off the boards, and covering again is Berthium, who stops it outside of the crease. I don't see goalies get aggressive like that very often to stop it out of the paint, but she's done it a couple of times.
And I think also it helps Indiana Tech getting a change too, so sometimes they might be out there for a little bit long, especially with that short bench like we've talked about previously.
Ward shoots, it's wide. Centered towards the front. Nickel will step off the blue line and head down low. Fought for on the dot. Wiltshire all alone, shoots the rebound. Nickel tries to stuff it. Oh, it's through the legs of Williams. Was turned the other way. Would have had the wide open net. That's the second time tonight the Bulldogs can't find a way to get it in the back of the net. With a yawning cage, Williams down low. Pressured from behind. Over for Nickel. And a big hard hit. This is going to draw a call. Shot gets blocked, and the Bulldogs touch it up. We'll see if this is either 2 or 4.
Yeah, it all starts from the shot from Nickel, and it gets blocked, and it's in the feet of a Warrior, and she decides to play the body. And it's a clean penalty there. Nothing much to question in that one. And mentioned it at the end of the period, that the amount of penalties that both sides have given. Great opportunity for Indiana Tech here to take the lead.
Gets sent out of the zone. Robinson shorthanded, headed towards the net. Robinson shouldered away by Berthium. A big stop as she keeps this game tied.
Now what a great chance from Robinson, is ready to catch on the replay. And this puck is just fumbled at the blue line from Indiana Tech. And Robinson, we mentioned her speed before. The wheels from her, and she tries to go top shelf. Outstanding save. Keeping the game tied.
Ashton Berthium stopping 29 out of 30 today and definitely read that shorthanded breakaway bid from Taylor Robinson. You saw her cut to the middle, and she moved right with the motion of the puck. Murray back in her own zone. Breakout pass gets tipped at center ice. Johnson was before the red line, so icing is the call here. No change for the Warriors, but the Bulldogs can make some substitutions.
It's the second icing that we've seen from Indiana Tech today while they're on the power play. The last two power plays that they have been a struggle, and so far this power play has been as well, giving up a breakaway chance and then just icing the puck recently.
Warriors are going to take it to the other end. Gregory almost lost it right on the post to the left of Jesse Girelli. Rogers had to wait to check up for the offsides. Scoville off the boards. Morris with plenty of time and flips it out. Off the boards ahead for Gregory. Decides to go for a change. Again, another off-target pass. And it's icing once more.
Yeah, I just don't think Indiana Tech's on the same page right now in this third period. They're really going their way. They're not able to make the right passes to hit the sticks. We kind of saw that out of the Bulldogs in the first period, but it's kind of changed sides now onto Indiana Tech.
Scoville slaps it on net, stopped, and covered by Berthium, who's definitely taking a look to see if she can play it. Ultimately put the goalie paw on top of it.
Yeah, you never want defensive zone draws if you're on the power play. Indiana Tech so far having a lot of them.
Up ahead, slapped in. 7 seconds left on the power play for Indiana Tech. Penalty kill again for the Bulldogs. Gets it done. We're back to 5-on-5 even strength. Here's Haggard in on net. Her backhand gets stopped by the pad of Berthium. Widdink will find Episcopo on the left wing. Already has a goal today. Wiltshire cutting left to right. Flips it around, goes 1-on-3. Stitt with a couple of head fakes. Rips it around the boards. Rotz will get to it. It's out of the zone once again. There goes Stitt, opens up. And a soft rolling puck towards the slot. And it's covered up. 11:43 left to go in the third.
I like the aggressiveness out of Stitt there. Trying to cut through the middle and then goalie a little tap at the end, trying to loosen up that puck before the whistle blown.
This is lifted into the high glass off the face-off. Up top, Rotz lets it go. Glove down and held onto by Berthium.
Seen a couple of times now the Bulldogs win the face-offs clean right to their defenseman. They're walking in and shooting that puck. That's how Bulldogs were able to score on the power play, was off of a face-off win and a shot from the point.
I like that the Bulldogs are trying to utilize those blue line shots. Got to be careful when you're letting it go, though, because we know that Indiana Tech stepping in front of the shots a lot in the slot, and especially in front of the crease.
That's how Nickel got the last penalty, was a shot block.
Sure was. Episcopo will dump it deep. Rotz has plenty of time to restart the rush, but she turns it over, and Indiana Tech offsides. 11:04 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, she had Williams on the far side close to us. Never saw her, though. It's all Indiana Tech, all 5 of them changed, so Williams stretched the ice looking for that B-way pass, but just never got to her.
Across the ice for Scoville. Played off the foot of Gregory and swiping it back the other way, and I think we're going to see dueling icings here. And that is exactly the case.
Yeah, it seems like throughout the first 9 minutes of this third period, the pass is just not connecting with anyone, really. And kind of just pinballing around in the neutral zone realistically, and just a lot of icing and a lot of whistles too.
Robinson, hard for Gregory as she gets pushed into the boards. Bulldogs wanted a call there, thought maybe there was a body check on the wall. Gagnon taking it coast to coast. Up the boards and stopped before it could exit. Sent back deep. Morris has it. Able to pass for Kuzminski. Poking it free is Young. Turnbull will head to the bench. Still, again, it's just a breakout and then a turnover on both sides. Rinse and repeat for the past couple of minutes. Nickel will look. D-to-D pass. There's a long shot bouncing through the crease. It goes wide. Brenna Ward trying to find one there. She tees it up for the slap shot and blocked. This is a long home run pass. Not sure why Episcopo decided to send that down.
My only thought would be because they're gassed. And that last kind of a minute on D-zone pressure, a lot of chances for the Bulldogs, and my only thought process through that pass would be maybe just to clear to give you a few seconds.
Ward shooting, rebound, it's covered and held. I mean, if you're gonna try and give your team some time to change, you might as well just take it to the wall and tie it up. Doesn't really help if you ice it down because then you're still on the ice.
Yeah, maybe or just like try to rainbow flick that puck up, possibly. But they got the change eventually.
They'll go with a breakout pass. Murray will pick it up in front of Brenna Ward, and she shuts her down well. Gets some applause from her teammates on the bench. Williams spring-loaded out of the zone. Denied entry as, again, it's Murray who will take it. Soft shot, easy stick save for Jessie Girelli. Paddled down as she is able to slide it to the corner. Less than 10 to go here in the third period. Terpstra will go around. Allen off her stick. Stachel has it. Turnover from Robinson. She'll recover and whip it around the board. Stachel has to get to it quickly. He's able to stab it forward, and it's flung back deep. Long shot, bouncing puck. Jessie Girelli pushes it aside. Both teams still fighting for it. Quick shot, stick save made by Jessie Girelli. 2-on-2 in front of the net. Nobody can generate anything. Kuzminski waiting and goes down low. Roths tries to get rid of it. Sachel for Kuzminski on the wall. It's loose. Wrist shot blocked by Sachel. Good soak in front of the net. Long shift for both of these lines. Definitely need a change. In the slot. Quick shot. Blockered away by Jesse Girelli. On the spinning wrister from Widdink. Collected on the board, sent towards Jesse Girelli. It's wide. In zone change for Indiana Tech. Give the Bulldogs some time to try and do the same. Kuzminski can't exit. And finally a whistle. Jesse Girelli will trap it with the glove. And just a reminder, ACTV broadcasts are fully student ran. So a big shout out to our full staff here tonight. Of course, myself, Alex Herman, and Tyler Ackerman, Anna Kier, Dakota Clift, Michael Schubeck, Tate Wise, and Nathan Leonard. Happy to have everybody here and students calling all the shots around the rink here. Stitt can't get it loose. Scoville will go up and out. Stitt has it at her own hash mark. It's the first time, I think, in the last 2 minutes we've seen the puck out of the zone as it's dumped on net, and Bethlehem will cover it. 5:47 left to go here in this third.
Yeah, I think a solid 3 or 4 minutes or so it's been all to our right here up in the booth. The Bulldogs just not able to get the puck out of their zone. It seemed like it was jumping over their sticks consistently, or they would get it to the wall and a turnover right at the blue line, kind of similar to what we saw in the first period. That's not what you want to have in this hockey game.
Nickel tees it up, glove save by Berthium. Might have lost her footing as she was sprawling out for that stop.
And again, another shot from the Blue Liners right off of the draw. Bulldogs working that blue line really well so far here.
Turnbull wins it back. Robinson turning, and it's sticked away. Gregory will pick it up on the dasher. It's in deep for Gagnon. Robinson with a nice steal. Got rid of it too quickly as she was trying to find a trailer in front of the net. Now towards the slot, Gregory trying to find a backhand. Up the boards for Ward, wrist shot. Through traffic, it stopped. Nickel follows it up. And it's right into the shin pads of Allen. One more second, and Nickel could have walked that right down Main Street. Puck is lassoed in the corner. Playing the rim is Young. Backhand to the top of the circle. Walking around, that's Haggard. Lost it underneath the red line. Poke checked out of the scrum by Young. Scoville will catch it up top and keep it in. This heads all the way down, and it is icing with 4:26 left to go in the third.
Under a couple of rough minutes from the Bulldogs, they've seemed to gain their feet again here. They got 38 shots on net. You've got to get a goal here on the last 4:26 left in this third period.
Kuzminski across, and too much on that play. Bulldogs just need to simplify it a little bit for the rest of regulation. Shot on Jesse Girelli, easily stopped by the stick. Up ahead, Young. Now a 2-on-1. Here's Young, cross-ice feed. They try and send it back. And that opportunity thwarted by Terpstra.
Yeah, 2-on-1 happened because of a bad change by a Indiana Tech forward. She was going back to the bench covering for the other defenseman, and she was like, no, I'm just going to go off the ice, and chance for Young and Haggard, but Haggard was trying to be too cute with it, going back door again, and nothing out of it at all.
Sharp area as Nickel will let that go, and again it's blocked. Taking it away is Murray. Her shot rifled towards Jessie Girelli, paddled away. Now puck dumped in. Ward will pick it up and give it for Nickel as reaching 3 minutes left in regulation, still tied at 1 apiece. Stitt fighting off the Warriors herself. Drop pass. Scoville. It's patted away by Berthium. Tipped in on net. Toe save by Berthium. She'll keep it out. Wiltshire and Emily Hardy exchanging a couple of shots at the whistle.
As Berthium played great tonight, played outstanding at this game. Talking about a pre-show of her save percentage being .935. I think by now it's got to improve heavily after this game. She's been on her head for these Warriors.
Look at her season statistics: 9 games played, 2-5-0. It's her record, 229 goals against average and a 931 save percentage. But likely will go up to close to a 935 after this game. Working it ahead. It's Gregory has slid in between her legs. Turnbull for Robinson. Takes advantage of a falling Terpstra, pitches it to the slot, and it's broken up. Morris to Young. Is able to go on sides, all alone with no reinforcements, and turns it over. Here's Kuzbel. Escorted into the boards by Nickel. Forced the route on that play. Turnover hockey in the neutral zone as, again, Ward gets rid of it. Less than 90 seconds here in regulation. She's lofted deep off the kick plate. Haggard tries to go up the boards. Head official got in the way of that. To the wall, it's Kuzminski. Lifts it ahead, and a steal, as still it's bouncing around in front of the Bulldog bench. Haggard slows it down. Nickel off the glass and low. And they're gonna call the Bulldogs for icing here.
Yeah, I think Nickel was just before that red line, and the head official that was ducking for the puck to go right around him didn't see it, but the one in the back did. And that's crucial because those Nickel and Ward were trying to get off the ice because they had a long shift. So Indiana Tech's got 51 seconds to try to take advantage of this and find themselves with a dub.
Ward up ahead, it's sticked away. Jessie Girelli with the pad stop. Now it's Wiltshire. Will carry the puck to Stitt. Goes one-on-one here with Episcopo. A good move from Stitt in on net. It's blocked away by Berthium. 30 seconds now. Stitt, sharp angle, it's wide. And there's a injured player on the play. Looks like it's Ashley Episcopo in the corner. I didn't see what happened, whether there was some awkward contact, but she Just regaining her feet now, which is always a good sign. Will likely head off to the locker room to get some medical attention. Hopefully she's all right.
Yeah, I think her and Stitt went into the boards, and I think she kind of fell awkwardly, maybe whiplash on her head. That's why she maybe took her helmet off. But great chances for Stitt there in the last 30. We're going to get a timeout from Indiana Tech.
That's probably the smart play. You go down by a player with not a whole lot of time and trying to draw things up to send this to overtime to the best of your ability, and about 30 seconds away from doing so.
Yeah, especially when you have that short bench like we've mentioned multiple times before. Maybe just to let them have a break, to just take a breath as well, especially when a couple of good plays there from Stitt as he kind of freak out for a split second. So the head coach for the Warriors are telling the girls just to, hey, let's settle down. We got 25 seconds here just to kill off before we have 3-on-3 hockey.
25.9 left here in the third period. Offensive zone face-off for the Bulldogs. The line of Turnbull, Gregory, and Robinson. On the forwards, Scoville and Morris. Up ahead, this is Green, who's got a 2-on-1. Will drop it to the slot. There's a shot. Save made by Jesse Girelli. Covers up the rebound. And the best of the night from Riley, Jesse Girelli.
Yeah, it was a good chance. It was Scoville that pinched in that backdoor play. That's what caused that 3-on-1. See, she's playing too low, and all of a sudden 3 Indiana Tech Warriors are going. It's the trailer that gets the opportunity, but Jesse Girelli making that stop with just 7 seconds left in this game.
It's taken off the face-off, time winding down, move towards the boards. And we're going to need extra time in this one. We are headed to overtime, tied at 1 apiece.
That's just a great game. I mean, it's been not a lot of ice at all for any team to work with. Mentioned this, the turnovers in the neutral zone is because of the great defensive work and the great structures from both teams. So I'm interested to see as the ice opens up more when you have 3-on-3 hockey, you have more ice to work with. See what can happen in the use of skill on both sides.
Well, overtime upon us, tied at 1 apiece. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Overtime here in Michigan. 1-1 our score as we head to 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. Both teams flip-flopping sides. Here's Nickel off the opening draw. Has Wiltshire to her right. Nickel deflected in front by Wiltshire. It's high and over the net. Whittink breaks it out for Gagnon. Now it's Gilmore who slowly takes it. Williams will cut from the right wing to the left. Drops it back. Wiltshire, wrist shot, scores! Haley Wiltshire! Just like that, the Bulldogs win it in overtime.
Her second goal of the game, carrying the Bulldogs on her back. This all starts from the Williams drop pass as she's going to enter the zone here and crisscross with Wiltshire. Takes all Indiana Tech and she picks her corner. Top right, ball game.
Just like that, Bulldogs waste no time. And they get it done in extras. They win it 2-1. Boy, that was a close game and both sides playing some good hockey. I mean, you look at the shots, Bulldogs almost double in shots, 43-22. And Ashton Berthium had her work cut out for her today, went 41 for 43. That's a good night for her, so we have to definitely give our stick taps out to number one in black and orange. She did all that she could.
Yeah, we were interested to see what the overtime was going to look like because throughout that whole entire third period, it seemed like not a single person had any type of room or space to make anything out of it. But right when you only have three people on the ice, it opens up the ice a lot, and it was the skill from the Bulldogs that took over in that overtime, leading them to a Wiltshire goal.
Well, Wiltshire gets her second of the day, gets the tying goal and the winner. Nothing better than that. Bulldogs still with more work to do this week. They will get game number 2 with Indiana Tech tomorrow on the road at 4 o'clock p.m. down in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And that will be the conclusion for their work week. But a good one here from the AIA today. Bulldogs 2, Indiana Tech 1 as we close out a nice Thursday evening of women's ACHA D1 hockey. From all of us up here in the booth, Alex Sherman and Tyler Ackerman signing off for tonight. Bulldogs win it in overtime. We've been watching Bulldog hockey on ACTV.